Hi everyone, and welcome back to Art with Mrs. S. Today you're going to want a few things to get started today. You'll want some scrap papers of different colors, some large construction paper, something to draw with, and then something to cut using like scissors or glue as well. If you don't have any of those things, you could also draw and then color this assignment. So today I have some inspiration from the book, The Rainbow Fish. So I used some light blue paper and drew kind of the shape of the fish that I wanted. If you don't want to do the rainbow fish, you could also do like a goldfish or a shark or a crab or any other sea creature. And the book also gives you the option to do a bird. So I drew that first and cut it out very carefully. And now I'm ready to glue it on my paper. If you don't have a lot of different colors of paper left, just white's fine, and you can always color them the colors you would like on there. You can also use some scrap papers like from magazines, or maybe have some bags. Whatever you have that you'd like to use for your collage is just fine. I glued that back side, I flipped it and stuck it on there. The other things you might want to consider adding to your fish or even your bird, you'll probably want an eyeball. Usually you wouldn't see on these two creatures both eyeballs at one time because you're only looking at half of your creature, so you may only see one eyeball. You'll also want to add different features to your bird or your fish, like you might want to add a mouth. So you could draw that, or like I cut out kind of this heart shape to create those fishy lips. The other thing for my fish, this fish in particular has a lot of scales on it. So I cut out a whole bunch of half circles that I'll actually put on top of my goldfish or my rainbow fish. If you're doing something like a shark, you wouldn't see those scales, so think about what you are making. If you're doing a bird, you may not see scales at all. You might see something like feathers. So on your collage, you'll have to start thinking about what textures or what pieces or what details do I need for my creature. And you do not need to copy mine. This is to give you an idea of what you can make and what shapes or what colors you might want to use. And I'm going to keep adding just a few more of these scales. Other things you'll want to consider, just like when we do a drawing with a collage, where is your creature? What is it doing? What other things are interacting with it? So you could do other fish or other birds. You could have a sunken ship or like a fishing hook underneath or bubbles underneath. What is around this creature that you might need to have in your artwork to make it seem more interesting or even more realistic. There you go. And I don't have to finish that all the way across there. The other thing I did was take some green and drew some curvy lines and cut those out. So I now can have some seaweed underneath this scene. And I don't think I'll have much room for a whole lot of other things in my artwork. There's some overlapping in there too. So when you're all done with your collage, don't forget to take a picture and post to Padlet with your first and last name and classroom teacher. And I can't wait to see all of your awesome collages. Thanks for joining me today.